I'm coming close to losing the will to live trying to replace these belts. I ordered 3 belts from an auto suppliers, and I found out yesterday one of them was definitely wrong, so I went back on my bike and got the one I needed. Then I found out when I went to fit the other 2 last night, the others were wrong as well, so I've been back yet again this morning. So I returned the belts that I had, and they said no problem, come back in a few hours. So I went back on my bike after a few hours. For a third time they were wrong. So eventually, by much trial and error, we found this one which should fit. There's a very, very slight difference in the length of the teeth. This one's got slightly shorter teeth, but I think I might get away with that one. But the one they tried to fob me off with for here, this is the alternator belt. It was completely wrong. The one I had last night was simply too thick. It was 3mm too wide. The one they gave me this morning was the correct length, the correct circumference, but it was pretty flat on the teeth. This didn't have the long protruding teeth. It was flat. There was quite some, when you put the 2 together, there was a big difference, about 3mm. And the clown in the auto parts store said, well, it's the same length, it'll go on, it'll fit. I said, well, that might be so, my friend, it will fit, but it's going to have a greatly sort of reduced surface area, that it's not going to make contact with the V in the pulley, and will just simply have contact around the very edges here, and it will break. And he was sort of somewhat sarcastic. He said, well, how can you be so sure it will break? I said, my friend, it's very, very simple. The coefficient of friction is greatly reduced due to the lack of surface area contact. There's probably at least a 40 to 50% reduction in contact area. And it's going to put increased pressure on the few areas, literally on the very, very edges here, where it will contact. With the V in the pulley is quite deep. It would have been floating. It would have made no contact whatsoever. So he's just all sarcastic and bullish. Well, if you just want a refund, then that's fine, mate. But I'm not your mate, and I don't particularly want a refund. I just want a belt that fits my car. So I've reluctantly taken a refund. So I have one belt, which I'm sure is good. This one is very close, but it's still not 100%. And this one, all I've got is the original belt. So I'm just going to do what I should have done in the first place and order the parts off the internet and cut out these ridiculous retailers. I know I'm having a rant here, but it's you try to do the right thing by supporting local trades, and they treat you like that. There's a right and a wrong way to speak to people, and I think he was feeling quite brave because he was sitting behind a perspex screen. To sort of protect him from COVID, but I think he's feeling quite bullish, and I'm thinking to myself, that screen's not going to protect you, mate, if you carry on like this. But there we go. I shouldn't be feeling so upset, should I? But never mind. I'm just going to sort of buy them on the internet and be done with it. I've got the part code numbers. I've definitely got the right numbers. I'll be able to get the right parts off the internet and not have to be insulted on the way.